Good morning. Happy Friday Groove Day. Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. How's everyone doing? I miss you all. It's been uh, a while, right? I haven't been on since, what was that, like the beginning of December? So I hope you are all doing good and that you survived the holidays and the beginning of this new year has been treating you well. It's been a little crazy for me, but I'm hanging in there. I guess it's just kind of prepping me for the year, but I'm excited about it. How are all of you? See who we have. Hey, Seascape, good morning. Aloha, Eliza. How are you? Hi, Pisces greeter TK. Big hugs, 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 hugs. I love your hugs. Thank you. Hey, Denise from Mount Shasta. Beautiful place. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Hope all of you, my lurkers, hello, hello to you. Thank you for being here this morning. Oh man, yeah, I had a nice time. I went back east to visit my family. Hi, Kristen. Good morning. Hello. Oh, good, Denise. Happy you're doing well. Hi, Susan. How are you? I went to go visit my family, and it was nice. I had I think probably one of the hardest things, is seeing your parents get older, and it's a lot. So my dad's really going through a lot of different things, but he's stubborn as he can be, so he's pushing through it all. But it was nice, and I got to see my nieces, and my sister has this cute little Shih Tzu, Ruby. So that's my other little niece, and yeah, I had a really nice time. I think after a while you're ready to come home. I tried to come home. Let's see, I was supposed to come home last Tuesday, but then there was like a rain and windstorm, so flights delayed, all of that. So I had to reschedule my flight. And so I got out on Friday. And that was the reason why I could not do coffee chat last Friday. But I am here now. And I come back to thinking I'm coming back to sunny weather here in California. And, a little sun. I see it's trying to peek out. But yeah, it's been kind of gloomy. It's supposed to rain all weekend. But that's okay. It's all good. Um, Eliza, we have had an amazing amount of rains impacted South Maui with messy, muddy floods. Ooh, that's not fun. Oh, your mom passed in September. First, Chris. Oh, Kristen, I'm giving you a big hug. I can't imagine how hard that must be, but you handled it okay. So I'm happy to hear that. But giving you a big hug, and please do not ever hesitate to reach out to someone if you need to talk, because we don't want to internalize all of that. It's not good. So sending you lots of love and light, my dear. Um, and today's the anniversary of Susan's mother's passing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think I can move back there. They're in upstate New York, and it's just cold and the snow, and I don't know if I can do that anymore. But I did say, because I'm grateful that I'm able to work from home, that I will try to get over there a little more often and stay for anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, so that I can be with them. So, oh, yay. Well, I needed you guys too. Yes, this is fantastic. I'm so happy to be back. Now, with that said, okay, Eliza. Look, I'm not mad at you. I understand there's some of those family members too. So I get it. Um, so next Friday, I'm going on a retreat. I have a board retreat. So, hey, JR. Hello. Happy Friday. So, what that means, I think I may do coffee chat Thursday morning instead of next Friday, since I won't be able to do it. But I will let you all know in my community tab next week. I have to see how the week goes. This week has been insane. Oh, she was not emotionally not well. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Hey, Viviani. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Um, yeah, it's just been a crazy week. And as I was catching up with myself yesterday, it's like, boom, got hit with another thing. My daughter's car was broken into. They were trying to steal her car. So they smashed the glass. They tore up the part of the steering wheel. And yeah, not fun. So I was busy dealing with all of that yesterday, just watching those dollar signs gradually go up. So that wasn't fun. But, when we have things like that, things that aren't fun or not good, it's just about finding that silver lining. And the silver lining was they didn't get the car. So, how they're having, and I told you all this past summer, my sister's car was stolen. Both of them have Hyundais. So it's a huge thing nationwide. If you have a Hyundai and a Kia, please take whatever measures you need to take to protect your vehicle, because it may not be happening in some states, but it is a nationwide thing. But she fortunately was able to get the anti-theft device on her car. So that is probably the reason why they didn't drive off with it. But yet it sucks because then you're left to deal with all the aftermath. But again, totally being in gratitude that she has her car. So, all right. Wow. It is coffee time. I am ready for my coffee. Yeah, thanks, JR. I am too. It's just, I love that sound. Sometimes people aren't very nice. Susan, my dad was a pastor, my brother, and I shared our parents with the whole community. Ooh, that's tough. That is the best sound in the morning. Okay. We're going to let that cool because that is super, super hot. Oh, please. Yes. Go get your I was trying to say JR and coffee in the same breath. Go get your coffee, JR. Yeah, crime it is up. It is up. Very unfortunate. I know, right, Eliza? I'm like, hallelujah, because I'm not in a position to get her a car. I don't have a car. So, I mean, there would have been no way. So I'm just happy that she, it starts and she's driving it around. And so she got the window fixed, and I bought her like a car cover to put over her car because she doesn't live with me. So hopefully that will help. And I told her, make sure you have because she didn't have her club on. It may not have prevented them busting the window, but sometimes when you see that club, people are like, I don't want the hassle. I don't want to deal with that. So they move on. So I told her that it's important to keep that. Oh, okay, Susan, good. If you're into sharing, I know I was very, when I was young, I didn't want to share my parents, not even with my brother. So that's why I was just kind of like, oh, but yeah, that's wonderful. I love that. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, 3 cards fell right on out here. We have flexibility, respect, and knowledge. And I'm going to pull one more. Women have to carry something, if you know what yeah, I carry around pepper spray now. I don't know if that was what you were referring to, but I do. I carry pepper spray around because things have just gotten a little wonkier. I mean, I lived in Hollywood forever, and it's always had its little stuff, but everybody kept to themselves. It was not a big thing. But now there's been some incidences and people, and really the incidences have mostly been from the mentally ill homeless, which is very sad. They're not getting the services or help that they need. And so they're just kind of on the streets, and sometimes they harass people or even hurt people. So I like to stay home. Every once in a while, I'll go. Like today, I have to go run some errands. And when I say run some errands, I don't have a car, so I need to hop on the metro and go handle things. But yeah, I don't really like to go out that much anymore. I may go out with some friends every full blue moon or so, but I'm more than content with being at home. Okay, focus. Here we go. And then we have integrity. Haven't used these in a minute. Full blue moon. One. Okay. All right. So the first card that I pulled was a card of self care and energy. And I think this is really important, especially coming into the new year. And as we're trying to get things situated. And of course, we have our goals or resolutions or whatever that may be. If you haven't seen the new year pre-recording that I did with Manasa Wellness, please be sure to check that out. We had some really good messages coming in for this new year. But it's also being flexible. There's different ways of how you can incorporate your self-care, respecting your body, respecting your what would I say? Respecting your body, respecting the process, right? Respecting how you take. What are the different ways of how you can take care of yourself? I'm doing a dry January. But it's good because I had a little too much fun during the holidays, enjoying myself with mimosas and champagne and wine. And it's good, but that was a lot on my body. So I was just like, okay, this month we're just going to, get it regulated again and detox and get rid of that. So respecting your body, having the knowledge of what you need to do for yourself, right? Because we don't want to be in a place of suffering. This card is a past lack and suffering. And what spirit is saying here too is maybe look at the ways of things that you have done in the past, and maybe now it's time for that change, to start making some changes and some subtle changes, because a lot of times we go really big. And of course, the biggest New Year's resolution is I'm going to lose, I don't know, this weight, and I'm going to start going to the gym. And people hit that gym hard, and they're going and they're going, and then it's like they don't see the gym for the rest of the year. So it's all about baby steps and taking little things, doing a little bit here and there and building, because you want to make this a part of your routine, a part of your life. And so it's taking your time with that. But do things that are within your integrity, things that feel good to you. Okay. Allowing yourself, don't close yourself off to certain things. This is the card of being closed off, guarded, in resistance. So again, if we go at things a little too hard, sometimes we build up this resistance and we're just like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. So baby steps, taking your time with it, enjoying it, and looking at different ways of what can I do here? How can I change it? This is what happened when I did this in the past. So now I want to try something different. So really taking a look at that. We're still in January. We're off to a good start here. So take a look at that for yourself. So that's that message there. Right, it is, Susan. And that's exactly where I got it. Oh, dry January. But it makes sense. It makes sense because we get a little carried away. Not everybody, but get a little carried away during the holidays. And it's like, okay, let me regroup, because I don't want to keep going at this pace of all that stuff that I've been doing. No, gotta take care of self. You know, what, Liza? I walk backwards in the house hall. I feel like I missed a part of the conversation. Livers love milk thistle, artichokes, beets, and dandelion root tea. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Denise. Okay, let's see what else we get. Oh, and also yesterday I was on Sylvia's channel, Colorful Foresight, and we had fun. We did some really interesting readings on AI and aliens and weather patterns. What else did we discuss? About travel. So if you haven't seen it, I also live streamed it here on my channel, but be sure to follow her. You know, she's building up her channel and she's a good reader. So that's at Colorful Foresight. So be able to go over there and give her some love, like her page, give her a follow. But yeah, it was fun. It was my first time back, and that just happened yesterday. Yeah, it's been over a month since I've done readings. It feels good. It actually feels really good. I'm feeling self-care is a major energy influx for 2024. I think so too, Susan. I do. I think people are beginning to really realize the importance of it. Yeah, they're speaking their truth. Oh, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up while you're here. Much appreciated. It's like on my coffee, I could just see it's just staring at me, and I'm like, I'll drink you in a minute. We have perseverance, truth, perseverance. Oh, look, knowledge is coming back out again. Oh, and love. You gotta love the love. Oh, you did? Oh, thank you, Denise. That's awesome. You just listened to us before this. Good, right, worth our time. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. Expansion, calm, protection. Okay, so we have expansion, calm, and protection. So the truth, this is touched on a little bit too on one of the readings I did with Sylvia. And I really do think 2024 is going to bring out a lot of truths about people, about, you for yourself. And, there's going to be a grand expansion about the truth and the truth being exposed and coming through. So, but they're telling me really this is more about you and your own truth and you speaking your truth and really persevering through that, just being more in a calm state. Okay, so what they're saying is like taking that time to really center and find out what are your truths. And as you look at the past year, do you feel that you were really standing in your truth, or where could you have really come up or stepped up a little bit more? What are some things that you want to change? And some of you have really been standing in it and just keep pushing through, and that's where the perseverance is coming in. But some of you may need a little more knowledge in finding out what it is. But it's not a space of being like, oh my gosh, I need to be doing this and I have to do that. That's about bringing in that calmer energy and bringing in more love to yourself, knowing that you are divinely protected. So it's okay. Sometimes that might be a little scary. And just know that, and that's what they're saying, is that when you feel that those nerves and the fears that come up for you, just allowing yourself to get back into that calm space and just say, you know what, everything's okay. I'm going to be okay. And you've all heard me say this before. Sometimes you have to get uncomfortable before you can get comfortable again. This is how we grow. This is how we expand, right? So just taking a different look at a different way, look at things a little bit differently, and allow yourself to really say, okay, this is my truth. I want to start expressing that. I want to start being in that and embodying that. And it's okay for me to do that. Just being more in a calm state, and know that you are divinely protected. So that is that message. Susan says, I work with energies rather than cards and such. We all do our part. I love the variety in spiritual techniques. Absolutely. Amen. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. We can't fix what we won't acknowledge. That part. As the truth comes out, we are given the opportunity to change. Yes, yes. Hey, Gerald. Happy Friday, my friend. Happy New Year to you. Hope all is well. Being uncomfortable is about stretching a muscle into being new. Yes, gotta exercise. Gotta exercise it. Okay, coffee. I think I can take a sip. Oh boy, I needed that. Okay. I am working, doing it like a plan, a food plan and stuff for myself. And one of the things I said that I am not giving up is my coffee, unless I'm working with plant medicine and I have to do a week, of a different type of plan. Then I can't have my coffee, but I can't give up my coffee. I love my coffee. Oh, wow, JR. I saw my brother 2 days ago. I haven't seen him since the pandemic started. So far, 20. Oh, yay. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Oh, time goes by fast, doesn't it? We have action. Encourage. Gratitude. Oh, was that 2? Yep, I need 1. Gratitude and grace. Lovely. We have endurance, the rock. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, okay, Jiminy. We have solitude, the desert. Ooh, and then we have dark matter, the mystery. Okay. Oh, look at this. Is at the base of the deck. I just caught wind of that. The movement card, the speed, and that's about taking action, right? Moving forward with whatever it is that you want and having the courage to be able to move forward and taking your action, but also being very grounded. This is endurance card. And, it's about building. Remember, we were talking about those baby steps. It's about building up that endurance. It's not like going, even though she's going full force, this is spirit giving you the green light, like, yes, go. But endurance, you still want to be grounded. You still want to be able, right? That's that calmer energy I was talking about from the previous reading, and always being in a place of gratitude, right? That sometimes you have to um, just sit still for a minute. Again, this is the calmer energies that we're bringing in here. So having gratitude and grace in everything that you do, even when especially during when the dark matter here, like I was telling you with my situation that happened yesterday, it was that gratitude of, yes, and I had to keep reminding my daughter too, even though she handled it so well. I was so proud of her. And I told her, I said, I really am proud of how you were handling this. And she said, yeah, I keep telling myself I have my car. And I said, exactly. You have your car. So, that's where all the transformations take place. Look at all those beautiful butterflies that are coming out of that dark matter and the light coming through. So, about having that gratitude and grace when we get into those dark moments or spaces, and knowing too, this too shall pass. So, you won't be in that space forever. It doesn't feel good when we're in it, but we will work through it. Okay. It's about taking that action and moving forward, having the courage to move through it with gratitude and grace. So that's that message. All right. Hi, Jaconda. Greetings and salutations to you as well. Happy Friday. Happy Friday Groove Day. Yeah. You know what'd be fun? Let's find a word for us to have for this year, for 2024. I think that would be, sometimes a lot of you pick your own words, and that's fine. My word for the year, and I'll share, is connections. And I just love that. And for me, I think it's really important. As I am, for those of you that do not know, I've been building my coaching business with working with divorced women. I've created a program that will help them get through any stuck situations, as well as so first is exploring different things that are going on, and then um, releasing a lot of stuck energy. So I'm bringing a lot of my energy healing into the sessions as well, and then from there to reprogram and working on the mindset so that they can really be able to revitalize and live the life that they want. So for me this year, connections are important. It's about getting out and finding different maybe conferences and things that I can go to and speak at. So if anybody knows of anything, please do let me know. But connections is a big word for me this year. So that's what I'm going to be about. That's my word. But let's see what our word as a collective, what word we should all look at for the, okay. Oh, this is the word, and how appropriate for everything that we're talking about. Discovery. Discovery. Okay, they're saying the discovery about yourself, discovery about new things, different things, having again that courage and the action, right, to take that, moving out of the uncomfortable into, you got to move into the uncomfortable to be comfortable again. So finding different ways of things that you can discover. Hi, Arlene. Good morning, my friend. How are you? Big hugs. So that's the word for 2024 as a collective. Discovery. Love that. Anybody else pull? Do any of you have words for 2024? And if not, if you'd like me to pull a word just for you, I'd be more than happy. I think that'll be fun. Just put in the chat, put yes if you would like a word for 2024. And if you have your own word already, no problem. You can have another one if you like. All right, Susan. So Susan's word for 2024. Oh, Susan. You have celebration, Susan. So how fun is that? So what I'm hearing too with the celebration is like not only getting out and doing different things to celebrate just life and celebrating the people in your life, but not forgetting to celebrate you, most importantly. So I love that. Any good book recommendations for beginners in their spiritual journey? Oh, wow. Yes. There's a ton of them. So when I first started out, I got heavily into Abraham Hicks, The Law of Attraction. What's his name? I can't think of his name. Eckhart Tolle, his books, the Power of Now is also a really good book. And there was another one, love book. I also enjoyed this book too. Let me put a link to it. It's called Soul Love, and it's about awakening your heart chakra. Sanaya Roman. Soul Love, Sanaya. You know what I'll do too, but let me just go ahead and put this link, copy. There's the link to that book. What I'll do, I'll share with you on my community page a list of my favorite spiritual books so that if anybody wants to take a look at that, and then to feel free to add your favorite spiritual books, because I would love to know what books you all read. Yes, check that out, JR. Yeah, I think you'll like that one. But yeah, I'll put that in the community chat so that we can share different books, because I'd love to see what other books you all are reading out there. Okay, so let me go back because I saw a couple of yeses. All right. Eliza. Let's get Eliza's word. Eliza's word for 2024. Ooh, Eliza. Your word is truth. This is really about you speaking your own truth and feeling empowered. They say be empowered to speak your truth. So that is your word for 2024. I love that. All right, JR, you are up next. JR's word for 2024. And look how the discovery, right, for the collective fits in with your word. So Susan, your word is celebration. So discovering different ways of how you can celebrate. And then Eliza, your word is truth. So discovering how you can really step into the truth. What does that mean to you, your own truth? Um, so, like, discovering what that is for you. All right, JR, let's see what yours is. Ooh, JR, you have curiosity. So don't let curiosity kill the cat. But no, discover, get curious. So GR, what they're saying for you with this word curiosity, it's more of like not necessarily taking things like right here at face value. Get a little more curious about that. Dig a little bit deeper. So if you're like, this is just a random example. I don't like pizza. Okay, well, why don't I like pizza? What's the root of that? Like, let me get a little more curious about that, or a little bit more curious about my emotions, why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. I do that a lot of times when sometimes I'm just, I wake up and might have this random thing of where I feel angry, and I'm like, what the heck is this? So instead of just accepting, like, I'm angry, I'm like, okay, but what's going on? What triggered? And I start getting really curious about what's going on. And most of the time, I can figure it out. And I'm just like, oh, my neighbor's dog or whatever was barking and da da da, it's like going down and digging a little deeper. So curious and discovery, right? You got two kind of like discover and curious, they go hand in hand. Oh, she does, Susan. Yes, I love her. I couldn't think of her name. Sonia, is it Coquette or whatever? I purchased one of her programs a time back that she had put together, and it was really good. It was very helpful for me. So she's another great person. Okay, Arlene, you got it. Eliza says some folks may not like the coming out of me. That you don't have to worry about that. That's their issue. One of my favorite motivational speakers, Lisa Nichols, would say, people would tell me all the time that my light is too bright. Honey, I tell them to put on a pair of shades. That's not everybody's going to like you. That's just life. So there you go. Stand in your truth, girl. All right, Arlene. Whoop. Oh, wow, that's hilarious. That literally just fell out, Arlene. So the same for you, truth. Speak your truth and stand in your truth. Feel empowered. So that is your word. That's so funny that I was just talking about that and it popped out for you. Okay. All right, Denise. Oh, oh, Denise, your word is hope. I love the word hope because hope is this word of, it's like that shimmering little bit of light that comes through and lets you know, like, don't give up, don't get distracted, don't lose the faith, just keep going. So discover what hope is for you. Love that. Jaconda says Masters of the Far East on Amazon. Okay, here's another reading selection. Thank you for that. Hi, Sherry. Hello, Sherry. Sherry. Uh, this is fun. Yeah, it is fun. I'm like enjoying this. Of course, you can have a word. Let's see. Did I say your name right, Sherry? Do you pronounce it Sherry or just Sherry? All right, Arlene. Let's see. For 2024, what is Sherry's word? Yep. Ooh, you have integrity. So standing in your integrity. And so really what they're saying with this, it's okay for you to just say no sometimes. Um, if things don't feel right or you don't like something or you don't have to always bend over backwards. And this is the one of the things that I teach people about boundaries because it's so important. Sometimes we can get into that state of saying yes to everything and we're just depleting ourselves versus just saying no, I'm sorry, I won't be able to do that. And um it's not easy for some people. For some, it's like not a big deal, but for some people, that's really hard to do. So, but this is not all about boundaries, but also just what you being you and feeling good about being you. So don't lose sight of that and discover what that means for you as well as the word for the collective is discovery. So that is your word. Okay. Okay, here's a book I like is Halfway Up the Mountain about the unascended masters on our path. Ooh, another good one. Thank you, Denise. Okay. If anyone else wants a word, just go ahead and let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to see what other messages we get. Oh, you are welcome. We have Grace again. And Purpose. Discipline. And Beauty. The other reason why I had to start changing my diet, a lot of you know I've been dealing with like arthritis pain and all kinds of stuff. So now I got a new pain. So my doctor thinks it's tennis elbow, but this whole arm, and then sometimes it goes into my hand and my fingers, and I lose strength in my hand. Um, so that's something that's kind of gotten worse. And then my leg is completely, I had the sciatica pain. And then I think I had some kind of muscle pull that I'm not sure if the way I explain it is that my sciatica pain and this pulled muscle had a baby. So it created something new in my leg that's shooting straight down the front part of my leg. So some days I'm okay, somewhat okay. I'm mostly limping. And then there's been a couple of times where I couldn't walk. So that's a whole new adventure that I need to go down that lane and go to the doctor and get it checked out. And so, yeah, not a fun way to start the new year, but gonna get through it. Probably pinched a nerve in your neck. I pinched something. I probably pinched several nerves. My body has been, and the thing is too, it's just there's so much inflammation, and that's why I had to change a lot of stuff to deal with the inflammation. And yeah, so I said, okay, it's time to do some work here. And I've been doing my own energy healing on myself. But you really got to stand in that space. If you want your body to heal, you got to do the things that's necessary to heal it. So that's what I am doing. Yes. I've been doing a lot of videos too, but part of the issue is, especially with the sciatica, the exercises and things, the stretches, it's messing with the pulled muscle that I have. So right now, I'm just like, I do very gentle stretches, not anything too much, because I don't want to be overextending and possibly messing something up until I can find out exactly what's going on. So I've been kind of taking a break from doing the stretches that I was normally doing for my sciatica pain. Because anything I do is like beyond painful. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to be making things worse. So let me just kind of chill a little bit, just do a little bit of stretching. And so, yes, changing your diet is the best way to go. Yeah. Okay, Seascape, I got you right after this reading here. We'll pull a card for you. I do, Susan. I really do. Okay. All right. We have change. And release. Ooh, I love this one. And purification. So again, these falls right in line with the message that has been coming through. You know, as we go through our changes, because we're always growing and changing, doing it with grace and with purpose. Okay. That's again taking a look at the goals. What do you want to accomplish this year? How do you want to feel? What is it that you want to experience, right? And being disciplined about how you're going to take those action steps to make those things happen, and also releasing all that's not serving you, because as you know when we're not letting go and releasing things, it builds up our fears, it builds up the resistance, and those are the things that are going to hold you back from achieving the things that you want to achieve. So taking the time to purify and to cleanse so that you can step into that. Look at that rain. It's just so lovely. And it's like a light rain too, right? More of that calming energy coming in, and then the sunlight coming in there. So, and recognizing the beauty of it all. So important. Enjoy the journey, they're saying. Enjoy the journey. It doesn't have to be this thing of chaoticness and stress and all of that. It's about what you want it to make it to be, right? It's how you perceive things. How do you look at things, right? Remember that dark matter with the butterflies coming out, and taking that transformation, that change that's happening even in the darkest times. So that is that message. Oh, good one, Arlene. I do have some castor oil. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you for posting that, Seascape. Yes, if you feel inclined to do so, not required. But if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee, there's the link. And then also below here are different other ways that you can donate if you feel the desire to do so. So I have an Amazon wish list, and then I take everything because of working with different people with so many the different things that I do. I made it easier for people by having just about every payment platform there is out there. Um, yeah, and there's so it's old. There's a couple of things. There's with the castor oil, they have what's called castor oil packs, and you can purchase them, which is it's like a pad with a strap, and you put your castor oil in it, and then you put it on you. Or the old school way, which I do, and I haven't done it, so I'm so grateful that you gave me that reminder. You can just take like a washcloth, one that you don't really care about, and fill it with castor oil, and then get some saran wrap, and then wrap it around, and then you host it on there, and it really does work wonders. So yes. Ooh, I'm going to do that today. Um, Seascape, let's get your word. Oh, a flannel. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, wool. Really? I didn't know it needed to be wool. Huh, interesting. I'll have to try it with wool, see if I feel a difference. I just used a washcloth and it worked good. Um, yep. Susan has the same person. Yeah. Okay, I have to look that person up. Wool, wool, wool. Okay, I got you, Denise. I will. Do I have any wool around here? I don't know. That's something not for me to figure out now, but thank you for that. All right, Seascape's word for 2024. Oh, Seascape, simplicity. This is one of my favorite words. Keep it simple. Do not complicate things. Just keep it simple. So if you find yourself on that hamster wheel in your mind and things are going, you just be like, nope, I'm going to keep it simple. So, and with the word discovery for the collective, you can discover different ways of how you're going to keep things simple. Love that. Okay. Let's see. What time is it? All right, we're good. I think I can do another one. I love doing these words. Super fun. So, any lurkers out there, don't be shy. Come to the forefront if you want a word. Just put, all you have to do is write yes. That's it. Oh, okay, Chikanda. If you haven't read Edgar Casey's history, you're gonna. Oh no, I haven't. Okay, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Yep, exactly, Arlene. Stop holding on to what does not serve you, because it's heavy and it gets heavier and heavier. Jakanda, let's get your word. The Sleeping Prophet. Okay, another good book for everyone. Oh, Jakanda, you got happiness. So, when or if you're ever feeling down in the dumps, discovery, right, is the collective word. Discover what you can do for yourself to make you happy. What are the things that make you happy? And this I put out to everyone. I would say get your journal or piece of paper and write down at least 10 things that make you happy. So when you're going through something or experiencing something, pull out that list and say, oh, I'm going to go with number 5 on my happy list here today and see. And trust me, it does create an energy shift. So, and I love that you have this word for the entire year, Jaconda. All right. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, I like that, Eliza. Eliza says, I'm happy driving for a rideshare, meeting people of all sorts, visitors, and people who live here. Nice. It is a great way. I did that some years ago when Lyft first came out. I started doing part time in the morning. And I only did the mornings because it was either people going to work or tourists that were out and about and wanted to see different things. And I really enjoyed the conversations. It was fun. But after a while, sitting in the car way too long, that was kind of like the beginning of my back issues that I didn't know that I had. And I couldn't sit in the car that long. So I couldn't do that. But yes, that's a great way to get to meet people and talk to them. I actually had to get an Uber ride yesterday, and my driver was from Paris. And we had the best conversation, such a really nice young man. Yeah, Lyft it is, but lately their prices have been a little higher than Uber. I've been kind of surprised. Okay, oh, we have perseverance again. And we have strength. Oh, look, we have hope. and perspective. Oh, I will. Thank you. I love my body when you apply the oil. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love that. First card we have is grief. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Now that's a different perspective, right? It's a good one. Oh, guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. There goes our happiness. Okay. So perseverance, especially again when we're going through dark times or just things that are happening in our life, it's about tapping into your inner strength, right? Releasing that grief and transforming it into something else, transforming it as I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So now we're bringing back in that grace and gratitude into that space of grief and understanding that this is an opportunity. If you've lost somebody, appreciating the time that you had with that individual. If you're grieving over, maybe it might be a lost job or whatever your the grief is about, just allowing yourself to try to be in that space of appreciation and gratitude and grace, and holding on to that hope, right? That's that little shimmer of light coming in for you. So holding on to that hope as you tap more into your strength and letting go of any guilt that comes up for you. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Because if you're consistently beating yourself down with that guilt, it's not serving you and it's not serving anything else. So allowing yourself to release that, looking at it from a different perspective and allowing yourself to be in a place of happiness. And even if you can't be full on embodied happiness, it's okay. As you do the things that make you happy, that is going to allow you to step more into that space. So that's where that list comes in, number 1 through 10, of what are the different things that make you happy. So when you're in a space of grief and guilt, you're able to start looking at your list and saying, okay, I'm going to try this thing here and this, that. And eventually it's like, again, holding on to that hope to help pull you out and then put you back on the path that you were once before. So that's that message. Okay. Yeah, Jaconda, I prefer Lyft more than Uber. I do. But I'm going to go who's ever cheapest. So friends on the mainland are freaked out about me driving for income. I have not. You know what? Everybody's always going to have their opinion. So that's where you really stand in your truth about what feels right for you. End of story. Okay. We are at the top of the hour. Let me give you your card for the weekend to take you into this weekend. And I think I'm going to read from one of my African goddess cards today. Let's see what message we have for the weekend. Oh. Okay. I had 2 cards that popped out. Crazy. Look at the first one. It's grief. And this is the goddess Allah. Oh, look, and I opened right up to the page. So Allah is a Nigerian goddess, and she says, give spirit your grief. Give it to spirit. Bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. How awesome. I mean, that just feels good to me, just to say surrender it. You are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip it. You want to skip over it and get back to normal. But grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support. Be gentle with yourself. And here's a declaration that you can use. Say, I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. I love that card. Okay. And then the other one is by Sochi, I think. She's the goddess of grounding. And let's see what she says. She is a goddess from South Africa. And she says, protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. Your mind is yours. Your truth and story are your own. Be rooted in your truth. How many of you got truth today? Be rooted in your truth. Create healthy boundaries. So your energy is unsteady. Breathe. Come into the present. Say out loud, I am here. Trauma, stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and fear disconnect you from your body. Grounding keeps you present. When you feel rootless or unsettled, come back to your breath. Meditation and breath work are grounding. Try earthing, connecting your feet to soil. Free writing, clapping, stomping, and rubbing your hands together are all grounding. And here's the declaration. I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. Some powerful cards for the weekend. So, my dears, my beautiful souls, keep yourself grounded, release grief, release anything that is not helping you feel in your power. But you know, sometimes it takes time. So don't rush the process. Take your time and all will be well. Okay? Thank you all for being here this morning. I enjoyed you so much, and I will keep you posted. Like I said, I will not be on next Friday. I will do my best to do Thursday morning, but I will keep you posted on that. All right? Blessings to you all. Be well, be safe, and I will see you later.